You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Beyond the Gates fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for June 16th through the 27th. We're going to see Eva scoring big and Hayley in a complete and total panic. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please click that subscribe button. Let's jump right in. Monday, June 16th, we have got Andre running into Naomi at Orphe Jeans, and the topic of their conversation is Derek and Ashley's love life. Ugh. I mean, I understand, they have to have spare characters in there that are not the mains, but my goodness, Ashley and Derek are like watching paint dry. At least for me, I'm totally not invested in their relationship at all. But apparently Andre and Naomi are. So Andre is telling her that Ashley thinks Derek's going to dump her. And Naomi said, no, Derek's going to propose, which she actually doesn't think is a good idea. And Derek does propose. Ashley looks at the very lovely ring and then says, nope, too fast. Derek reacts very badly, as a lot of men would do when they are proposed to. He thinks Ashley is playing with him while she's waiting on a BBD, a bigger, better deal. But Ashley just thinks he's moving too fast. Derek is jealous at this unnamed someone. Maybe Andre's back on his mind. Derek takes off. Ashley's crying. Of course, Andre shows up and comforts her, and it looks like he is going to spend the night at her apartment. Meanwhile, Martin talks to Vernon about the guy saying to him, what color is your money? This is back to that mystery of whatever happened that night with Martin that's been going on for 74 episodes now, because this is episode 74 and we've seen it nonstop. Martin thinks that guy is back, but Vernon says no, he's out of the country. We paid him off. But obviously Vernon is still concerned, and Martin is so paranoid that he goes and freaks out on the guy and corners him and gets physical. That's not a good look for a congressman to do in public. So Vanessa and Joey are involved in more than just this casual sexual relationship. They are negotiating a business deal. Joey thinks that Vanessa has to launder his money because Doug owes him a pile of money. Vanessa's attitude is, Doug owes you money. I don't owe you money. Kick rocks. But she clearly likes the guy. She likes the whole bad boy thing. She also thinks that he needs her really badly because she's running a legit business, and she could probably launder a fair amount of money because of the substantial size of real estate transactions. So they bicker back and forth, and they settle on her getting a commission and him letting Doug's debt slide. And then they christen that deal by doing it again. Plus, we've got more of Marcel. Do you remember him? Jacob's older, grouchy, and possibly dirty cop partner. Smitty has a new assignment, and he is interviewing Marcel. And he came across a picture of Marcel and Joey. Plus, Marcel has a boat that he shouldn't be able to afford on cop salary, and Smitty is no fool. He's an investigative reporter. He starts asking Marcel a lot of questions, and he gets really short with him and says that Smitty is living in a glass house. So obviously, whatever this Martin thing is, sounds like Dirty Marcel knows about it, and that's not good. Tuesday, June 17th, we have got Andre and Dani making a confession to each other. Now, in the promo this week, Andre looks like he has spent the night with Ashley. Now, it's not clear if he was just comforting her or if there was a quickie rebound and they did the deed. But we all know Andre has been pining after Ashley for quite a while. They've known each other for years and years. I think he knew her way before she even knew Derek, and he has had the hots for her, and she has politely turned him down many times. But if she thinks Derek's really over her, they say the way to get over one guy is to get under another. Maybe that's what she did. And I'm interested to see if Dani is going to get jealous, how much info Andre will give her. And I think it probably largely depends if Ashley says this was a mistake, it can never happen again. Vanessa has to decide exactly how far she is willing to go to save Doug from what he has done, destroying their lives. And Smitty thinks Martin needs to talk to somebody, maybe a therapist, about these hallucinations and nightmares. Wednesday, June 18th, Chelsea and Madison take another step forward in their relationship. They are hitting the sheets this week. And Andre has some relationship advice for Ted, which is kind of interesting because I don't think Andre's been in any relationships. And right now he's sneaking around with one woman and then just crawled out of bed with another woman who was just, proposed to and then dumped. Bill Hamilton is out of the hospital and back home this week, and he's very excited. Hayley wants answers, but she's left with more questions. And she walks up on Bill doing something and wants to know what's going on. And Bill's making a call about setting up life insurance, and that may be that he's worried that, he'll die and that Hayley, needs a nest egg for this baby of his that's in her belly, all that kind of stuff. We also have on Thursday, June 19th, Naomi promising to help June. Now, we haven't seen her in quite a while since she was in the hospital, and she seemed to start getting back to lucid and more coherent. But all of her stuff that she had when she was living in her car, a lot of it was taken by that social worker that was breaking protocol. There's something that was in that haul of stuff that is very important to June, and Naomi is promising to help her get it back. And Smitty continues to investigate, but he may turn up some dirt that is going to be about his husband, Martin. If this dirty cop Marcel helped clean up that Martin mess, like if Marcel is also on, for instance, Bill's payroll, that could be really problematic. Obviously, Smitty is going to find out. And Tomas is interested to find that Kat has high expectations of him. Hopefully he won't disappoint her. Friday, June 20th, we've got Vanessa deciding she's just going to dive right in to this new thing with Joey, their professional relationship, their personal relationship. I don't know where that leaves Doug, but Vanessa is pretty happy to be with Joey. Vernon has to clean up the mess that has cropped back up and calls and warns someone that guy is back. Nicole delivers shocking news to Ted. June 23rd through the 27th, we've got Vernon still working to clean up this mess that's come back to haunt Martin. Remember, Kat got hold of Leslie's DNA, and we'll find out if it's enough to trigger an arrest. Nicole thinks Leslie's going to get away with it, and I tend to agree. And we'll find out if Andre's crush on Ashley is going to turn into a full-fledged relationship. I can't imagine it is, even if she didn't say this was a one-time only thing. It is very much a rebound. Joey and Vanessa are doing all sorts of dirty deeds together between the sheets and between the banking account statements as well. We'll get more progress on the Articulates reunion, and Eva is settling into her new job with Ted, but Kat is going to explode when she finds out her daddy has replaced her, at least at the office. Tomas get closer to Kat, but will her ongoing jealousy of Eva derail them? And Chelsea and her doctor girlfriend Madison continue to heat up. And with Bill back home, is he going to immediately go into ignoring doctor's advice and stressing Hayley out? Hopefully her pregnancy will not be affected by the stress that Bill's medical situation is putting on her.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.